Payday was 6 days ago. So why is the account already empty? All new was you did not buy anything reckless. No new phone, no weekend trip. Eating, you paid rent, you paid your sister's transport, you sent something home for your mother's medicine, you covered a cousin's exam fee because he asked before you had even checked your balance. It's 6 days. That is how long your salary survived contact with people who love you. Here is the part almost nobody names. The people asking are not guessing when payday is. In Uganda, payday is not private. Civil servants get paid on a fixed date everyone in the family already knows. Private sector workers are paid on the 25th or the last working day, and everyone around you has learned that pattern too, the same way you learned theirs. The moment your account fills, several other people already know it filled. Requests do not trickle in randomly across the month. They arrive in a cluster in the first week because that is the only week anyone believes there is something to ask for. This is not a story about being too generous. Helping family is not the mistake here. The mistake is the order things happen in. Rent, savings, and your own obligations get paid last from whatever survives the first week's requests, instead of first, before the requests even reach you. Watch what changes when you flip the order. The moment salary lands, before you check messages, before you open mobile money, a fixed slice moves out. Rent, a savings deposit, whatever number you owe yourself, gone in the first hour, not the last week. What is left in the visible balance is now the real number people are negotiating with, not the full salary, minus nothing yet. This matters because the requests scale to what people believe you have. Reach out. Someone asking for transport money reads your balance the same way a shopkeeper reads a customer's shoes. A visibly full account invites a bigger ask than a modest one. You are not just protecting money by moving it early. You are changing what number the rest of the month gets negotiated against. There is a second reason the order matters, and it has nothing to do with other people. It is about you. On day one, refusing a request feels almost impossible because the money is sitting right there, doing nothing yet, and saying no feels like hoarding. On day 20, refusing the same request is easy because the money is already gone into rent and a locked deposit. You are not a stronger person on day 20. You just removed the decision. The money left before your willpower had to be tested at all. This is why some people move their whole salary into a savings group deposit or a fixed account within hours of getting paid. Even though the money technically sits somewhere they still control. It looks strange from the outside, moving money you could just keep in your normal account. But the point was never really about interest or safety. It was about timing. Money that leaves in hour 1 never has to survive a conversation on day 3. None of this requires a bigger salary. A civil servant earning the same amount every month can end day 30 differently, depending only on what order the money moved in. The rent that gets paid on day 1 instead of day 25 is the same rent either way. The saving that happens in the first hour instead of whatever is left over is the same saving, just placed somewhere the first week's request cannot reach it first. So, before the next payday arrives, decide the order now, while there is no pressure and no cousin waiting on WhatsApp. Write down what moves first, the moment the alert comes in. Rent, the saving, what you owe yourself. Everything else negotiates for what is left, the same way it always has. Except now, there's a real number behind that sentence instead of an empty one. The habit was never about willpower on day 20. It was about which hour of day 1 the money moved.